Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. The first video. I can't believe this is starting the way it is, but we're gonna hopefully keep all the videos going and start strong. So this channel is going to be dedicated to investing in Pokemon and investing in the hobby. Hence the name PokePortfolio. And we're going to be tracking my portfolio of investments over our time together and sort of delve into the details of what I think is a good investment, why I don't think it's a good investment, where I am putting my money. So yeah, I'm excited to get this started, and I look forward to growing this into what I think it can be, and so Surging Sparks, the newest Scarlet and Violet set. I wasn't a big fan at the start when they started releasing these cards. I mean, they've definitely turned me around, to say the least. As you see, the pack art is there. It looks stunning. I wasn't the biggest fan of these crowns at the start. Again, growing on me. They're doing it I feel like in a better way in this set. Yeah, just stunning. It's going to be a great set. It looks like it's looking packed. It's looking heavy hitters. The hype around this set is real. I mean, everyone's talking about this set, so I feel like it's gonna be special. I feel like it's gonna hold, like a memorable place in the Scarlet and Violet era. I think it's gonna be arguably the pivot moment for Scarlet and Violet. I think this set is gonna be the new norm. It's gonna enter into the age of, instead of mediocre sets like we've had, it's been, the few good cards here and there. I think it's gonna start that banger booster box and illustration arts from all the Pokemon illustrators. What am I buying? The holy grail of all investments, the booster box, of course. This is and will be my largest buy of booster boxes ever. I'm quite new to this, so I've only been picking up one or two in the past. Over the past 2-3 years since I've started again. This will be the biggest buy I've done, and I'm going into it feeling quite confident that it's going to perform very well. So I've purchased 6 boost boxes, a full case, and I couldn't not pick up a Pokemon Center ETB. I've had to go and away and think about the promos. The stamp promos are picking up a lot of hype recently. They've been going up in price, and I think the market just had to think about where they were going to price these at in the future, and I think we've seen that confirmation now that they're gonna trend in the upwards direction, mainly due to the scarcity. I think people love them. Obviously everyone's been talking about they're the first edition stamp. Well, it's not quite first edition, but it's a stamp. It has scarcity. It's limited. I think those are the factors that go into this. I've bought 4. I think they're going to perform very well. It's going to follow suit for the other ETBs from Pokemon Center. Yeah, I think they're going to perform very well. Very well. So why Surging Sparks? I've just briefly talked about it. It is a really good set. It is arguably one of the best sets in Scarlet and Violet so far, in my opinion. I think it's stacked, and you know, there could be potentially hard pull rates. You know, these cards are going to be hard to pull because it is such a large set. You know, 191 cards, and that's before secret rares. So you got to think about what the pull rate's going to be. How is the market going to react to if they are low? How is it going to react? Is it going to put a great deal of demand on these products? You know, I could see it going that way, but you know, this channel is going to be about more of the long term hold. I'm not going to be flipping stuff if I can help it. It's going to be around the 3 to 5 year mark. So, you know, we've got time, and I think over time, this set will prove to be one of the best sets in Scarlet and Violet. And you know, we're already seeing that demand. You know, the pre-order demand is strong. Everyone I've spoken to is talking about it, and that just comes off the back of the fact the market's in a strong place right now. You know, that we've seen everything trending up, apart from celebrations. We won't talk about that. And we've seen everything trending up. You know, Sword and Shield booster boxes are going crazy right now, guys. They're going crazy right now. You know, Evolving Skies is upwards of £700 a box. You know, who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? It's a great set, and you know, the market's putting a heavy price tag on these items. So I think, yeah, over the 5 years we're gonna see great price appreciation for this set, and you have to think in investing. You have to think of positioning yourself early, and I think the earlier you get into these and just put them in a cupboard, put them away. You know, don't think about it. Easy buy, hold, sell later. You know, you're gonna be up, and if you're not up, I'd be very, very surprised. So, Pokemon Center ETB, we have to talk about this, guys. The stamped promo, like I said, the market has confirmed its stance on them. You know, I think the market was unsure about how these were going to go. I think the initial Scarlet and Violet base set ETBs, they took a while to sell out on the Pokemon Center. They took a while, but when they did, they've gone up. They've gone up since, and I don't think it's going to stop. I think the introduction of this stamp promo into Scarlet and Violet is going to be big. It's going to be big in the future. You know, these collectors, they collect scarcity, and this is what that brings. You know, it's that unique stamp. Let alone the artwork. I mean, this is the same artwork as the same artist, as the Giratina that did the Giratina Lost Origin. So we're looking at it. It is absolutely stunning. You know, these collectors are going to want this card, and they're going to want the rarer version, which is the stamped. So the only way to get that, guys, is go on the Pokemon Center, pre-order these, pick them up, and just sit on them. You know, just sit on them, because the market has just confirmed its stance. You know, they're so gonna be in demand later on, and on top of that, it's a good set. You know, we're not even talking about the appreciation of the booster packs inside. You know, this is just for the stamp promo. You know, it's the fact that they're limited is going to be the driving issue, the driving appreciation for these cards. You know, it's least likely to get a reprint there. You know, these have had reprints in the past, the Pokemon Center ETBs, but they don't do it often, guys, and they go fast. They sell like lightning on the Pokemon Center. Apart from when when we were so unsure about these ETBs at the start, they're going quick, guys. They're going quick, especially for good sets. And I think Surgeon Sparks has got so much hype around it right now that it could go. You know, just like Crown Zenith, just like 151. I know they're holiday sets, it's different. But Obsidian Flames, it went. It's gone. And the only place you're going to get it is on eBay for people, you know, that got in early, like I'm telling you to, and have made that return. So, yeah, I mean, it's an important factor. You know, you're not going to have any problems selling these. Someone will be picking these up all day, you know, and that's what makes a good item for you to collect. So, my favorite cards from the set, guys. Look at these cards. They are stunning. Absolutely stunning. Look at that crown popping off. I mean, I love the Milotic as well. Look at the detail, you know, it looks like it's in a mangrove somewhere. You know, it's got trees in the background. It's underwater, it's stunning. It was always one of my favorite cards from Diamond and Pearl. I think base. It was one of my favorite Pokemon playing the game growing up. You know, you had to go into Mount Coronet and fish for a Feebas. You know, it had that scarcity to it in the game as well. And I mean, it's Cynthia's Pokemon. You know, it's very popular. So this was the cards that make the set. I think Mesprit is very underrated. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about this as much as they should. You know, it's, again, Diamond and Pearl, my sort of era. I love it. I love it. It's over the lake. It looks so sentient up in the sky there, chilling. Yeah, I'm excited. And look at the sword, man. Look, it looks so dark and edgy. Such a cool looking card. You know, it reminds me of you know, Halloween's coming around the corner. It reminds me of that sort of vibe. It's got sort of a dark vibe to it, guys. And you know, this is only 4 cards. I mean, I'd buy this set just for these 4 cards, let alone the rest of the bangers that are also on this page. So look at the Latios flying over the town. I know people are gonna. It's not my favorite. You know, I think I prefer the Milotic. That's just me. That's just me. But I know people are gonna love this card. It might even be the chase. I'm not sure. People might chase that card. I mean, the cast form is absolutely stunning. Looking over the Scarlet and Violet era map. I mean, the artwork, guys. This is what makes sets. I know a lot of people are Donphan and Phanpy fans. So that's going to perform well. It looks like it's out in the savannah. On a little safari, something like that. Very cool. And that's my favourite trainer that I've seen so far from the set. Yeah, it's just exciting. It's exciting to see this many banging cards coming out in a set. And I have a feeling Pokemon's been trying to spread the good artworks across the sets instead of they're being very cautious of putting them all in one set. So I think as we come to the end of the era where they've designed all their illustrations ready to go, I think as they come towards the era, they're going to realize they've got a lot of artwork still to put out. So they might start cramming all these good artworks into these later sets. So, you know, I think that's what is potentially going on. You know. Now there are some I'm a bit 50-50 on, to say the least. I mean, the Executor, it looks very pretty, but you know, is it gonna be a chase for this set? I'm not sure. It might be the fact that it looks good in a slab. You know, people are gonna like it in a slab, and the color's gonna pop when it's in your hand. I don't know. I don't know. And then I know a lot of people are 50-50 about this Pikachu. I feel like the white background is taking a lot of the art out of it. I think they could have definitely definitely done a bit more of a background and made a bit of an effort there. It seems lazy to me, but you know, it's Pikachu. At the end of the day, it's going to perform very well. I mean, especially if these pull rates are hard, guys. I think people, the Pikachu. There's so many Pikachu collectors out there, and I think everyone's gonna want this one in their collection. So, I think that's a no-brainer. It's gonna sell like crazy, especially if the pull rates are hard. So, I'm just not a fan. It's just not for me. Um, and Latias, I think for me as well, it's a nice card to look at. It's nice. That's all for me. Do you know what I mean? It's not anything special. Some people are gonna disagree with me, and I hope they do because that makes the set so good. It makes the set, you know, deep. People can find value in different things, and that's important. And that's important when you're going to buy a product. People have to have different values because otherwise, who's going to drive the setup if people aren't going to buy these things. So yeah, 50-50. I might come round to these guys, but I mean, you know, just decent, but not for me. Where can you buy these ETBs, guys? Pokemon Center. These ETBs, I feel like they're going to go quick. £55. I believe it's only £5 more than the normal ETB. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's only £5 more. You get 2 more packs and a stamp promo. So, if MSRP for the normal ETB is 50, even if it's 45, if I'm wrong, 10 £5 for 2 packs and the stamp promo is hella worth it. Hella worth it. That 10 £5 is going to appreciate so much more if you have this ETB. So, if you are going to buy an ETB, buy this one. I believe it's going to do a lot better than normal ETB. The market's proved this now. I think it's set in stone. I think collectors need these and they want the promos, and some people want them sealed as well. So, definitely a good buy. Definitely a good buy. So, what is my cost basis? I managed to get booster box for 97. You're gonna struggle to find anything below £97 because you have to buy it in mass orders. That's the cheapest I could find. A lot of these places have got them listed 105, 106, anything above 100. I've seen some for 99. I think so. 97 was the best I could do. I'm happy. A case for 581, it's not bad. I'm expecting these to go up a lot in 3 to 5 years. So I'm happy with the most I've ever spent on booster boxes. I'm happy. I'm happy it's a good set that we're going into. I wouldn't be pouring all this money in if I didn't think it would perform well. And either way, I think the mentality is, what's the worst thing can happen? It's going to go down at release to 80. So I've lost 16, £17 a booster box that's going to appreciate in the future. So the risk is quite low for buying on release. I think the risk reward profile is extremely good for booster boxes and Pokemon in general, but mainly booster boxes and Pokemon Center ETBs. The risk is low at release, guys, very low. So obviously I bought 4 ETBs, 55 each, 220 from the Pokemon Center. All in £800 roughly. So I'm happy. You know, it's a good price for what I'm getting. This is probably my biggest purchase of Pokemon ever. So excited, nervous. You know, end of the day, I'm gonna sit on them, sell them at later for hopefully a lot higher price. So that's the plan. Now it's very important, guys. You need a plan. It is, I think, the make or break for most people is they go into things without a plan. You know, if you have criteria that you need to hit in order to sell a product, it it's a lot easier on the mind. You don't have to think about it. You know, if I set hold time 3 to 5 years, I know I can't sell it before then. That is a criteria that it needs to be met, and it's important in investing. You need to have an exit strategy because otherwise you're not going to realize gains. You could be sat for too long, and you need to get cash flow. You need to get cash flow so you can reinvest it into more sets that also appreciate. Or I could take this money afterwards and put it into savings, stocks, ISAs, whatever. But the point is, you need to keep money appreciating. You need to keep it fresh. You need to keep it flowing. So I've set a minimum sell price, £200 a booster, 110 ETB. This, essentially, I'm trying to look to double my money. I think it's possible. I think Pokemon is sticky. It's got a very sticky business model, guys. You know, all these adults now. I'm an adult now. You know, as a kid, I was opening these. I think adults buying these kids Pokemon cards, and I think they're gonna grow up and they're gonna want to open Pokemon cards. It's a very sticky business model, you know. And when you start earning money and you want that nostalgia, you go back, you could buy back into Pokemon, and suddenly they've got a returning customer. So I think Pokemon is great, and it's part of my diversification. And I feel like keeping something physical, a physical item, you know, the only thing you should worry about is space. I think it's a good play. It's a good play. Now, what I'm wondering, I haven't quite figured out this part of my plan is to sell half, keep half at the end of my holding time. I've been toying with this idea for a long time now, and you know, I'm still unsure. I'm still unsure. I could sell half and reinvest it into Pokemon. I could sell it all, but I think the point is that you have to realize gains at some point, and you know, if you don't have a plan, you don't know when you're going to sell, and it could go on. And holding normally performs quite well, but if I want more exposure to Pokemon, I can buy. You know, if I sell 3 booster boxes, 600, I can buy a new case 3 years down the road, keep 3 booster boxes, and buy a new case of the new set for 600. And now I've suddenly got 9 booster boxes instead of 6. So that seems to be like a good plan. I'll keep you guys posted on what I actually intend to do and when I get there. But you know, this is the journey, guys. We're gonna track our portfolio together. I think that's the plan, and hopefully you guys can benefit and come along for the journey. So with that, thank you for watching the first video. Please like and subscribe. It will go a long way. You know, this is the start, guys. This is the start of something big. So hopefully you like it, and hopefully, you know, I keep delivering content to you guys. So yeah, subscribe, PokePortfolios. I'll see you in the next one.